The lovely Richard Morris from Racing Pride. This is the man, this is the dude who has put all of this together. I called you dude then. I don't know how old I am, 17.
It's okay, you can go retro.
Accelerate Pride. What is the meaning of the name, first of all?
Yeah, so it's the first event that we've done like this, Accelerate Pride, and the idea is, we've made some progress. We've made a foundation in motorsport, the automotive industry, and we need to build on that. We need to keep pushing forwards. Yes, we're on the agenda now, but we need to keep going. That's what Accelerate Pride's all about.
Now, I did hear you say that you were actually referencing what somebody else said on the panel, that the hard work's about to begin. So what do you mean by that?
So I think we've started to reach some people within this community, and obviously the people who've been easiest to reach are the people who wanted to talk about this all along, who were really supportive, who were good allies to the LGBTQ plus community and just wanted a bit of help with that, to understand how they can best show their support and so on. But as much as it was phenomenal to bring together a big collective of companies here today, there are many, many more companies, series, teams, organizations in motorsport who weren't here. Obviously, not all of them because they don't want to support, but as we go forward, we're going to have to engage people who are a little more reluctant to talk about this, or who perhaps don't naturally see the value in promoting inclusion or in being inclusive of the LGBTQ plus community, or who have challenges and hurdles to overcome. And as we go forwards, those are the people that we need to be helping to bring in and to engage the most.
Now, it has been discussed a little bit, and there's been no actual arrangements as such as yet. So this is only in its tentative speculation. But the three teams that we're here today, as in Alpine, Red Bull and Aston Martin, are potentially looking at getting together. Not in a competitive, on-the-grid Formula One racing way, but in an inclusive way, to share ideas, maybe have a little focus group, or they don't quite know what that looks like yet. Do you feel that, first of all, this will be a powerful thing if these three teams come together? And second of all, do you feel that could then help encourage some of the other teams to maybe bring you in?
Yeah, I mean, we have a growing number of teams that we're working with, which is fantastic, and the support that we give them is really tailored to them. It's very specific. We don't just do off-the-shelf partnerships. We actually really work with them to move them forwards. Of course, one of my big hopes of today, by bringing together the partners that we've been working with, is that they will start talking to each other and also seeing this as a collective mission. And I think having that combination is really important, to have something that's specific and directly relevant to the teams, but also something that everyone can come together around and be a group collective effort. And obviously I really hope that as time goes on, it's all of the teams that we're working with, both on that individual level and getting involved in those collective efforts.
Yeah, for sure, because I think that'd be very nicely reflective of what we've seen on the grid itself. You know, we've seen Sebastian Vettel be incredibly supportive of the LGBTQ plus community, and also Lewis Hamilton, and they've kind of jointly almost, come together to support the community, and certainly been quite bold and very public of their support. And then if the teams follow suit and come together like they came together, and from their rivalry on the circuit, which was actually very bitter and very hard for a lot of years, certainly when Seb was at Red Bull, and if they can come together and if they can set their differences aside, then the teams surely can follow suit.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, one of the challenges today is obviously getting teams that are used to working very individually and being very protective of their secrets to open up and talk to each other. And we've been able to do that, and it's been really productive for everyone. And I think on topics like this, it benefits everyone to open the sport up more to new fans, to new talents, to make people within the sport feel more appreciated, more included, perform at their best. That benefits absolutely everyone. And it's something that everyone can contribute to, and it is really beautiful when that goes beyond a particular team, beyond a particular driver, to being about the sport as a whole. And when we started Racing Pride, actually, I was racing the weekend after we launched Racing Pride at Anglesey, and I was the works driver for one company. We had a direct rival team. There was a works driver for that team. We were handing out Racing Pride stickers, and the first person to take a sticker, put it on their car, was my closest championship rival, the works driver for the other manufacturer.
Wow.
The biggest rival I had on the grids, and he was the first to come forward and be like, "Yep, this is more important," and like slap it on his car. So yeah, it's and that already at that stage meant a huge amount to me to say, like, yeah, this is more important than like a racing rivalry. This is about doing the right thing and having the same values.
So today hasn't just been about Formula One and about motorsport, it's also been about the automotive community. And of course we've had Aston Martin Lagonda, and we've had Genesis, and who else have we had here?
Yeah, we've had Aston Martin Lagonda, Genesis, Bentley, Lotus Cars. There have been other car companies in the audience as well. And it's just been brilliant to bring those automotive companies into this discussion. We have been working in partnership with Aston Martin Lagonda since 2022, building on our partnership with the Formula One team. And there's a lot that both sides can learn from each other, where we bring motorsport and the automotive industry together. Obviously, the two are completely inseparably interconnected in terms of the history and development of the sector. Motorsport, automotive. A lot of motorsport evolved to essentially sell road cars, and a lot of road car technology evolved from motorsport. The two go absolutely hand in hand, and I think when it comes to this initiative, it absolutely broadens the reach of what we're doing to engage with the automotive sector, but also we can learn from things that have happened in the automotive sector, from projects that have happened there, and equally the automotive sector can learn from some of the great stuff that's happening in motorsport.
Okay, so generally how do you feel that today went then?
Oh, today was absolutely brilliant, and the main reason was that everyone was so willing to open up, share with each other, be honest, connect, network, and you rarely get that at conferencing network events. People say what they should for the PR, they put a bit of a wall up, and they put on the public face. And what was wonderful about this event, and I have to say about all Racing Pride events, we're really fortunate that people come as their true selves, they're honest with each other, they genuinely share, and that's when you get real progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've said this before. I keep repeating absolutely because I'm just in agreement with everything you're saying, Richard. But, you know, as I said when we met very recently at Autosport, there is something about you and about your nature that's made me feel very comfortable too. And it's a part of the bigger picture. You are a part of that bigger picture, and you are a very pivotal and poignant piece of this jigsaw. So I thank you for making me feel comfortable enough to be here, and that I know that you are making all these people that you meet comfortable to not just be in your presence, but to be a part of this Racing Pride and this community. So thank you from me.
Oh, thank you so much.